Have you ever wondered why a big sale sign just makes you want to buy more? Well, it's not just a clever marketing trick. It's actually a fundamental rule of economics. And today, we're going to pull back the curtain on that secret rule. It's called the demand curve, and you'll see how it's quietly guiding pretty much every shopping decision you make.
So let's just start with that simple question, one we all know the answer to, right? Why do we instinctively grab more of something when it's on sale? Think about a buy one, get one free deal or a clearance rack. Our brains just flip a switch. But why exactly?
You know, that little voice in your head that says, "Ooh, that's a good deal." That's not just common sense. It's actually a universal buying habit that economists have been looking at for ages. And right now, we're going to break down exactly how it works, piece by piece.
To get there, let's just forget about the complicated charts and textbooks for a second. Instead, I want you to join me in a really quick thought experiment. Let's just call it the ice cream scenario. Okay, picture this. It's one of those really hot afternoons, and all you can think about is getting some ice cream. You see your favorite shop, and you head right in. Now, you don't know it yet, but you are literally about to become a one-person economic study.
So, you look up at the menu, and a single scoop of your favorite flavor is 100 rupees. That's kind of steep for ice cream, isn't it? It's definitely a premium price for a simple treat.
So, seeing that high price, you probably think for a second and say, okay, you know what? I'm going to treat myself, but I'm only getting one. And you make the purchase. Now, remember that choice. At 100 rupees, you bought just one ice cream.
All right, now let's imagine you come back the very next day, and surprise, the owner is running a special promotion. So what do you think happens to your decision-making process when that price suddenly changes?
You look up at the board, and that exact same scoop of ice cream is now just 50 rupees. Wow, it's been cut in half. That changes the game completely, doesn't it?
At 50 rupees, your whole mental math is different. You're thinking, what a bargain, and you decide to buy 2 scoops. Maybe you'll eat one now and save one for later. See what just happened? Your behavior changed, and the only thing that was different was the price.
Okay, let's push this just one more time. Imagine the owner is having a huge end-of-day sale to clear everything out. The price plummets to an unbelievable 20 rupees per scoop.
At this price, it's an absolute no-brainer. You're buying 3. Maybe one for you, one for a friend you just remembered, and hey, another one for the freezer. You just went from buying 1 to 2 to 3, all because of that little price tag.
So, let's pause. What did we actually just do? In that simple story, we were basically collecting economic data. We've just mapped out your behavior and put a literal price on your desire for ice cream.
Let's just organize those choices we made. At a price of 100, you demanded 1. At 50, you demanded 2. And at 20, you demanded 3. All of a sudden, our little story has turned into some really clear data. And you can already see a predictable pattern emerging, can't you?
Now, a table is great, but a picture? A picture is worth 1,000 words. Economists love to visualize this stuff to see the big idea. So let's take our data and turn it into something really powerful. It's time to reveal the demand curve.
And trust me, building this is so simple. We just start with a blank graph, then we plot the 3 points from our story, price and quantity, and finally, we just connect the dots.
And there it is. The result isn't just some random line. It's a very clear, downward-sloping curve. This specific shape is the visual proof of that pattern we discovered in our little ice cream story.
And that line you're looking at, it has a name. This is the demand curve. All it is really is a graph that shows the relationship between a product's price and how much of it people, like you and me, are willing to buy. And we just built one from scratch using a story about ice cream.
Let's boil this entire thing down to one single core rule. It's an inverse relationship. It's so simple. As the price goes down, the quantity people are willing to buy goes up. That simple, powerful idea is what gives the demand curve its classic downward slope. Every single time. Okay, so we've got our rule. When price goes down, demand goes up. But this isn't just some theory for ice cream shops. This one little curve is an incredibly powerful tool that explains business decisions you see happening all around you, every single day.
Seriously, just think about it. This curve, it explains why stores have clearance sales. They're just lowering the price to sell more stuff. It's why concert tickets have different prices. They're capturing fans at all the different points on the curve. It's even how giant tech companies figure out how much to charge for that brand new phone.
So the next time you see a sale, you're going to see more than just a discount, right? You'll see the demand curve at work. And here's the final thought I want to leave you with. What if this invisible force isn't just about ice cream or phones? What if it's a fundamental principle for almost everything you buy? Once you start looking for it, you are going to see it absolutely everywhere.